Hi, this is Brian JC. Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. I'm excited, and I hope you are too, about looking at three very important questions. That is three, 1, 2, 3, that we have to answer if we really want to amplify our lives. I know I do, and I hope you do too. Stay tuned. Okay, first step. But before we start there, I think it's important that we talk a little bit about what does it mean to amplify your life. Could mean different things for different people. I'll share with you just a little bit about what it means to me. My life had reached a dead end. It had almost collapsed in on itself. I felt cornered. I felt unlovely, unlovable. And I was really down, depressed. And then out of that pain and that suffering, I discovered my next step. And I began to become more aware of how important my life was, not just to me, certainly to me, but to all the people around me that mattered most. And so, one step at a time, I moved away from the cliff. Now, certainly I could have chosen the other direction. I'm glad I didn't. But I began to understand what it means to really live, to amplify your life. To amplify your life, to me, means an ongoing discovery and appreciation and full engagement of my life to recognize that every breath, every heartbeat, every moment is a gift. And to take that gift and live it to the fullest every day. So when I talk about amplifying your life, that's what it means to me, or that's what I'm trying to communicate to you. So, how are we going to take the first step towards that? We have to answer three questions. First question, why are you here? Second question, where are you going and how are you going to get there? Third question, what do you expect to find? What do you want more than anything to be there when you get there? What is it going to look like when you arrive? So today we're really going to focus in on that first question, but in upcoming releases, question 2 and 3, as well as a whole lot of other things, will be discussed. And I hope you'll join me on that journey. So, question number 1. Why are you here? We all have a story, and our story totals the experiences and events and relationships we have had, as well as have to this point in our life. Every story has a beginning, a middle, and a conclusion. And in this area, in this scenario, our story isn't fully written yet. You had a beginning, and you're in the middle of it. You're maybe in the middle of a chapter right now, and you can't finish the sentence in your story. Or maybe you have concluded a chapter, and you're just starting on the next one. Don't know how to start. Or maybe you've got writer's block, and you have no idea what the next step is, or what it would be, or what you would even write. But part of amplifying your life is knowing that you are one of the authors, knowing that you have some creative license, you have some control over what gets written, and you're not just at the whim of everyone else or circumstances or events or experiences. Albert Einstein wrote, "The man who regards his own life and that of his fellow creatures as meaningless is not merely unhappy, but hardly fit for life." What he's trying to say there is finding meaning in my life and also in the lives of those around me, and how my life fits into all that interconnectedness is of supreme importance. Your life has meaning. We would all agree, or most of us. But the real question is, what does it mean to have my life? That is, why am I here? Well, how do I discover this? Number one, what's your passion? What are you passionate about? What gets you out of bed in the morning? What fills your cup? Don't say, well, my bills, that's why I get up. Or paying my ex alimony or child support, I have to get up and do that. Or I have to go to work. No, those aren't really passions necessarily. Those are obligations. And if you're living your life out of all your obligations, you are so empty, and you need to be filled with some passion. That is what drives you. I work at a hospice. It's not for everybody, but it fits me perfectly because I am passionate about helping struggling and hurting people who are suffering through a very difficult time in their life. Help them feel just a little bit better. Again, it's not for everybody, but it's part of my passion. It's what gets me out of bed in the morning. I love to do that and enter into other people's journey when they invite me in and our journeys connect for a time and we walk together. And if I can help them feel just a little bit better in the midst of their journey, that fills my cup. That gets me out of bed in the morning. What's your passion? Are you living life out of obligation? Or are you living life out of passion? Your passion moves you. Your obligations drag you along. You being dragged? Or do you want to make an adjustment and allow your passion to propel you into your day? Number two, what is one thing that you can do to make your passion come alive? So, how can I begin to understand why I'm here? Number one, find your passion. Whatever it is. It's going to be different for different people. But you got to know what it is. Find it. And then live out of it. What is one thing that you can do to make your passion come alive? Step number two. Find your passion. Number two, what's one thing that you can do to help make your passion come alive? Everybody has a passion. It might be dormant. It might be under so many levels of snow. It might be buried, and you might feel as if that passion that at one time was so powerful and so beautiful is just suffocated And it can happen. Those things that really bring us joy and happiness and excitement and propel us into the day can by other people and by this world oftentimes be beat down, dismissed, tossed to the side under a tidal wave of events and experiences that we have in life. And so what's one thing that you can do to either remove an obstacle that's suffocating your passion or establish a benefit, the next step? How can you release your passion? What's one thing that you can do to help that begin, to make your passion come alive? And then number 3, just do it. I love that Nike slogan, just do it. You know, there comes a time when we've done all the thinking, we've done all the praying, we've done all the contemplating, and we just have to actually take action, take an action step. And so, if you find your passion and then do one thing that will help release that passion, and then put that into action, just do it. You know, I am like a lot of people, or some people, I mask my procrastination with professionalism. You know, if I hem-haw around and I don't get to it, well, that's professional. It takes me longer to do this because I'm doing a professional job, when really it's just a cover for procrastination. I put it off, move it further, kick it down the road. And so just do it. What's holding you back? If there's an obstacle there, remove it out of the way. If you need to take an active step, take your step. But get in the game. Just do it. One very important man that has made one very important person that has made a real difference in my journey is Henry Nouwen. Wrote a book called The Wounded Healer. It's a fantastic book, a real blessing, and gave me a lot of encouragement. It has a particular perspective, but a lot of his words were important to me at the time and helped me stay alive. One of the things he said was this: you don't think your way into a new kind of living. You live your way into a new kind of thinking. And so we can come up with a bunch of plans and we can figure it all out in our head, but ultimately we have to live it out. And so I encourage you, find your passion. What's one thing that you can do to release that passion? And then just do it. And then I've got a wonderful quote from Mark Twain. He says this: the two most important days in your life are the day you were born and the day you found out why. I'm encouraging you to find out why. If you will, subscribe down below. Hit the like button if you enjoyed our time together. And if you will, hit the notification bell. That will definitely remind you when new releases come out. This is Brian J.C. Amplify your life one step at a time. See you next time. Bye.